All right, you guys, here we go. So I get to, my name's Alicia Bruner, by the way, and I get to, let's see, share with you tonight about the importance of showing your people that you're enrolling the compensation plan right out of the gate, right from the very beginning. Um, and so I've got, oops, that was my alarm to record. So here we go. So I've been in Isogenics for 3 years, and I spent the first 2 years not drawing out the compensation plan because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to sell them, or I didn't want them to think that I was trying to, make money off of them. I just had a lot of different stories kind of wrapped up in why I was not sharing the compensation plan. And for me, I loved the products. I knew they were incredible. I could tell you just about everything about them, but the business side was the side that I was a little bit more uncomfortable with. So that was what I was not sharing. And so finally I made a commitment to myself. So I built my whole business for 2 years, not even really sharing the comp plan. Like I would a little bit here and there. But most, I would say, 70% of people I didn't. And so looking back on that, I made it about me and not about them. And I denied them the opportunity of A, making their own decision, and B, getting their products paid for, you guys. And that's what really everybody could benefit from getting their products paid for. Excuse me. So one of my favorite stories, I was at an ICU event, and Lindsay Hoffer she's an amazing trainer for Isogenics, and she was a dentist, and she shared that first $25 that she got for referring someone was huge for her. She was like, man, I made $25. And so that was a big deal for her. And so, she was a dentist, like $25, you wouldn't think that would be a big deal, but it was a big deal for her. So we need to stop cutting other people short of hearing about the comp plan, because it is so good and it's so important, you guys. And we need to give it the respect that it deserves, because it is so powerful. So that's kind of a little bit of my story. In January, I decided to really commit to sharing the comp plan with every single person, not prejudging them in my head, but just knowing that I was going to share it with everybody. And so I'm going to share a little bit about how I do that with you guys. So one example that I heard that I loved, it made so much sense. So if you were in town, there's a new restaurant, right? And a movie just came out, and you said to your friends, hey, you guys, I'm going to go try out this restaurant by myself to make sure it's good, to make sure it's clean, to make sure there's no bugs, to make sure the service is great. And then I'm going to go to this movie, and then I'll tell you how it is. And if I like it, I'll invite you. Like, we don't do that. We invite our friends and our family to be a part of what we're doing, things that we love. And so it's the same thing, you guys. You're just inviting friends and family to share in this great opportunity that you have. And so I love that visual, because nobody would do that. You would always invite people. And then I know sometimes we encounter the question of, well, I don't want to do the business. And at that same ICU event, there was a woman sitting behind me, and we were encouraged to turn around and talk, ask this question and answer it. And she was a 5-star, very successful in Isogenics. And I said, what do you do? How do you share with people that don't want to do the business? What do you tell them? And she said, all I say is, oh, honey, just because you share with a few people and make a referral bonus doesn't mean you're doing the business. It just means you're a nice person. I was like, that is so good, because it does. And so that's something that I've always thought about. And that's something that I share. People say, oh, I don't want to do the business. And I say, just because you share with a few people doesn't mean you're doing the business. It just means you're being nice. And so that really flips a switch mentally for them. And so that's something that I've always taken away and used. So think about the things that you guys are referring people to. Okay, for example, I just started seeing this massage therapist, and he's incredible. He's so good. And I've referred 8 people to him already. And he's getting clients because I'm referring, but I'm not getting paid for those clients, right? Or I have one of my favorite protein bars. It's called the Perfect Bar. Of course, I love ours, but it's called the Perfect Bar. And I made a post on social media and people went crazy over it. And so I referred people to that. They're going to go buy that product, but I'm not getting paid. Tennis shoes. I just told my sister-in-law the other day about a good pair of running shoes that she went out and bought. And so we refer people all the time with products that we love. The only difference with referring Isagenix is that Isagenix gives you a referral bonus or a compensation for referring those people. You're not making money off of your friends because you're not getting a percentage of what they buy. Isagenix is giving you a referral bonus. So think about it that way. You're constantly referring people. So with this, it's just something that you get paid for, which is really awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am a visual learner, so I'm going to pick somebody. I'm hoping that Darla's available. Darla, are you available? Yeah. Will you help? Okay, here we go, Darla. I'm going to unmute you. I'm putting Darla on the spot here. So I'm a visual learner, you guys, and I like to, glad you're in the spot there. I like to see an example. Okay, I like to see an example of what does it look like? Show me what it looks like, and then I can do it. So here's what I do when I'm sitting down with new people. So I just enrolled Darla, and what I normally do, you guys, if I have someone online that I enroll, then I will say, all right, when your box comes in, let's meet for coffee. What day can you go grab a coffee? I would say 75% of the time. I try to do that as much as I can, just to get face-to-face with them, because that's so important. They can see how genuine you are. They can see how much you really, truly do care about them. And so we're sitting down, we're having coffee. And so then I'm going to say, okay, Darla, and this is when I whip out my notebook, all right? I do this with everyone, you guys. I don't ask them. I don't give them an option. I do it, all right? So, okay, Darla, so let me ask you this. Where do you buy your groceries from?
I buy my groceries at Whole Foods.
Okay. Oh, Whole Foods good. I wish that Whole Foods gave us referral bonuses. So does Whole Foods do they pay you? Do they give you a referral bonus when you refer your friends?
No.
Okay. So Darla, everyone can use extra money. I don't care who you are. Everyone can use extra.
That is correct.
And on our team, we like to get people paid because there's no reason to pay for your products. And so I'm going to show you this opportunity. If you don't like it, if you don't want it, that's okay. But I feel like it's my responsibility to show you. And so I'm going to whip out my notebook. I wish that I had an iPad, but my iPad's not working. So you're just going to have to do it old school here. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, okay, Darla, you are right here. Okay. So Darla, think of two people who would be good accountability partners. Okay, because you're going to quit on yourself before you're going to quit on two of your friends or your family members. So can you think of two people who might like to do this with you, who might like to lose weight, have more energy, less stress, quick, easy, convenient nutrition?
So I think I would invite my friend Melissa and my friend Julie.
Okay, so you guys, what I'm going to do, I ask her, I don't put a number one and a number two. I get them to give me a person. And if they have to sit there for a second and think about it, I let them sit there for a second and think about it. Because when you write those names in, and when they genuinely think of people right then and there, they thought of them for a reason. And they have this visual and it becomes real for them now. Okay, so now they have this visual of what that's going to look like. And so what I normally do, I give them I say, okay, Darla, let's say Melissa came in with the same pack you came in with, and she came in with the value pack. You're going to get $100 referral bonus for referring Melissa. And let's say Julie came in with the same pack. You're going to get $100 referral bonus for Julie as well. So Darla, if you do that within the same week, so basically Monday to Sunday night, the company is going to say, great job. You're sharing with people. We're going to double your bonus. All right. So you have $200 for each of those. And you're going to rank advance from an associate, which at that point, you guys, they don't care about rank advancing. They don't even know what that means. Right. So then we're going to say, you're going to get a $100 rank advancement bonus. Okay. So right there, you have $500. And they're like, oh, that's really nice. I had one guy who I met with a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about his girlfriend, and she was a bartender. And I was like, okay, Tyler, so tell me about how much money would you say she makes in a night bartending? And so you're thinking, 7 o'clock to 1 in the morning. So a good 5 or 6 hours. And I was like, oh, how much money do you think she makes? And he said, oh, probably about $200. And I was like, okay, let me show you this. And so I draw this out to right here. I said, Tyler, that's $500 for 2 people. And he was like, wow. I was like, I know. And so sometimes you have to pull it out of them and kind of create a visual for them to understand. Because if I don't think he would have seen it that same way if I wouldn't have put it in that perspective. And so, of course, everyone that you're talking to is different. And that's why it's so important, you guys, to start when you're starting with new clients, to go over the form, right? So tell me about your family. Tell me about your occupation. Tell me about what you love to do, recreation. And then, if time and money were of no object, what would you do for fun? Because it gives you an opportunity to get to know them. And so it gives you an opportunity to get to know what they like. For a mom, for me, it would have been, what would you do with an extra $500 with your family? Well, I would take them to Great Wolf Lodge. And we're so simple, but we go to Great Wolf Lodge and we'd have a great time with our kids. And so really helping them paint that vision of what they would do with that money. For me, when I started, it was getting my products paid for. So anyway, really be sure that you know kind of where your people are so that you can help them visualize, because they can't always do it themselves. All right. So Darla, we've got Melissa and Julie. So Darla, we want to help Melissa and Julie make that same money, because the retention rate in your business is going to be much better when you get people paid. And there's no point in people paying for their groceries when they could get them for free. So Darla, can you think of 2 people that Melissa might share with?
So Melissa would share with her mom,
okay,
and her sister.
Okay. So Melissa is going to make those same referral bonuses that you made, Darla, which is great because you're getting your people paid. And you're going to make $100 for helping her refer 2 people. So we're going to add that over here to our column. What about Julie?
Julie would share with her husband,
okay,
and her friend Ashley.
Okay. So Darla, you're going to make another $100. And so we're going to add that right over here. You guys, I apologize about my notebook. So we're going to add that right over there. And so then the company's going to say, great job, you're helping people. You get a $250 referral bonus. Okay, so Darla, how many people have you personally shared with?
2.
Okay, how many people have you shared with? How many altogether?
Altogether?
Mm-hmm.
6.
6 people, you guys. That's it, 6 people. So then I'm going to add up Darla's totals. I'm going to do that right here. 5, 6, 7. Okay. $950, you guys, for helping people share. And that is so powerful because not a lot of companies do that. And when they, Darla, I think I'm done. You're good. If you want to, you don't have to mute, but if you want to mute yourself back out, we're good. Thank you for doing that for me. So that's really powerful for people to see, you guys. And some people, you can tell that their wheels start spinning right away. And some people are like, okay, thanks. And that's it. That's the end of it. And that's okay. We did a call this morning and Hilari was on the call. And I don't know where each of you are at in your business with sharing products right now, but I can tell you I am very persistent about products. I will reach out to people time and time again because I know the benefits, the health benefits. Yeah, baby girl. And so it's the same thing.
You can now feel the world of freedom.
Oh, good. She's dancing. So Hilary shared that same thing this morning, you guys. She reaches out to people like once a week. You know, hey, darling, you're doing so great on your system. Can you think of anyone you could share this with? Every week, you guys, she follows up every single week. And so she doesn't let them just slip through the cracks. I mean, you'll find the people that are like, no, I'm not doing that. And that's okay. But if I would not have been pursued to share the products, you guys, I would have never done it. And I wouldn't be here because someone was just consistent in helping me share. And so that's kind of your job, is to be consistent and lead them. I mean, you are their leader. And so if you don't know how to draw the compensation plan to manager, that's definitely something that you need to get comfortable with. There are the video You Share, They Share is on YouTube. And as soon as there's a great link, as soon as you submit an enrollment, it's Welcome Isogenics, I believe. And it has 6 videos. It has like a shake video, a cleanse video. It has You Share, They Share. It's a great link for them to see it. So if you sit down with them, draw this out, and then just send over that video and say, hey, in case you, she's singing so loud, in case you forgot, or in case you wanted to see this again, here's the compensation plan. And you'll be so surprised at people that will take advantage of it. You know, some people will come in right away with their husband, and because accountability partners are so, so important. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, getting that referral bonus, then talk to them about accountability partners. You guys, I have 4 women that just started. So I have a girl that I met with. She reached out to me, and we sat down and got coffee. And I did the very same thing with her that I just did with Darla at the very end of our meeting. I pulled out my notebook and I said, all right, you guys, I'm going to show you this because I feel obligated to show you this because you deserve to see it. Pull out my notebook, I draw it out, and the girl enrolled 3 people before her box even arrived, you guys. And so sometimes people just have to be presented with the opportunity. So don't wait 2 years to present the opportunity of the compensation plan, because you just never know who's going to take advantage of it. One of my favorite stories is Robin Spooner. She shared with Chris Berline, and Chris was, her husband is a surgeon. And so Robin thought, she kind of created a story in her head about, well, Chris doesn't need the money, so she probably won't even want to see the compensation plan. And Chris said to Robin after she saw the compensation plan, well, Robin, that's my decision to make. Why didn't you let me make that decision? And so that is really powerful, you guys. That's such a good testimony to the fact that you never know who wants the money, needs the money. Another example, you guys, I have a girl out in California. She's my ex-fiance's wife, and I enrolled her and I shared the compensation plan with her. He's a real estate agent in the top 1% of the nation in real estate agents, and sells houses in Los Angeles. And I draw out the compensation plan with her on a Zoom, just me and her and one other person. We draw it out and she says, man, that's incredible. I would really love to get off my husband's payroll. And so here you have this family, he makes millions of dollars. And she says, I would love to get off his payroll. So don't operate out of assumptions, you guys. Like, just make it a thing. The way that you share the products, you're going to share the compensation plan. It's a non-negotiable. You just share it. And if you're not comfortable with sharing it, the more you share it, the more comfortable you're going to become with it. If you have someone who you think is a potential business builder, like, so this girl that I shared with it enrolled 3 people, I'm going to sit down with her very soon, and I'm going to draw it out to executive, and I'm going to teach her about the residual income. Because if you don't know, anything over 100 BV that you guys are ordering goes down to your minor volume leg. So you're getting paid for the products that you order, which is really powerful. You can't go to GNC or Fit Republic or any other nutrition company and get paid for what you're buying. And so when they understand that, that's really powerful. Not only do you get paid when everyone else orders, you get paid for what you order. And so I'm going to sit down with her. I'm going to draw it out to executive. I'm going to explain the power of the residual income with her because she's already enrolled. I mean, she's getting ready to enroll her fourth person. She's been using products for 5 days. So moral of the story, don't prejudge anybody. Don't assume that someone doesn't need the compensation plan. You know, Lindsay Hofber was just dying to be home with her children. You guys, literally, like, it was killing her. It was breaking her heart. And so she got to retire from being a dentist to work Isogenics full time and be home with her kids. And so don't make assumptions. Don't operate out of things that you assume people are going to say or respond. Draw out the compensation plan to manager for every single person. You guys, I have someone who's like 85 and she's paid as consultant all the time. And she shares with people she's 85 because I drew out the compensation plan for her. So don't do what I did. I went 2 years of not drawing it out. So be brave, draw it out. You never know who needs it. You never know who's going to enroll. And, you know, the other thing is look in your back office. You always want to help your people be paid as a consultant. And so look in your back office. If you have someone that's ordering 300 BV every month, that could easily be broken down into 100, 100, and 100. So teach them the benefit of becoming an associate and of having those active spots because they're going to be able to earn that residual income. The other thing that was really powerful this morning is as soon as you enroll someone, you want to convert them to associate right away because that kind of puts like the time clock on for them. They're going to have their best results within that. Like they're going to be the most excited about the results within that first week because after that first week, you guys know how it is that you're excited. It's that inception phase. And then it kind of goes down into deception. And they're like, oh, but I wanted to eat this and I wanted to go out with my friends. So that first week, really, when they're so excited, is the week to definitely share this, definitely help them share with other people. So get them converted to an associate, share with them the time frame that they have to hit their goals. Manager is 30 days. If you've drawn it out further, their director is 60 days and executive is, director is 90 days, I believe, and executive is 6 months. So make sure they know those deadlines because some people are really motivated by that. I had a girl on the call the other day and Kim Wojcicki drew out the compensation plan. And I get a message as soon as the call's over. And it wasn't one of my personally enrolled, but she was on my team and she had never seen the compensation plan. And Kim drew out the compensation plan and she was like, I want to hit manager. I need you to tell me what I need to do. And so if she wouldn't have seen the comp plan, she would have missed out on the opportunity. So don't make it about you, make it about other people. Because for some people, like for me, when I started, if I wouldn't have gotten my products paid for, I wouldn't have ordered them. So I paid for them that first time and I've never paid for them again. If you enroll 5 people, you get a free box of vitamins, which is incredible. So make sure you know those things that you can share with your people as you're drawing this out, because you just never know who's going to take advantage of it. So I have about 6 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording. And let's see. Oh, here's what I want.